Now let's go back to Sacramento. Main event, of course, featured huge win for Germaine de Randamie, perhaps her biggest thus far in the UFC. And that even includes the Holm fight, because this was an opportunity for her to really assert herself as the #1 contender at 135. And I think she did just that despite all the controversy. She's kind enough to join us right now. She's back home, I do believe, in Holland, right? Is that right, Germaine?
Absolutely. We just arrived.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. It's got to be wild for you because you travel all that way. How far is it from your home in Holland to Sacramento? How long does that take?
It took us, I think, about 15, 16 hours.
Wow. So you go 15, 16 hours for a 16-second fight. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And
well,
I know,
I didn't count on 16 seconds. So
of course,
so
and it went your
yeah.
way, so all is good. And I know a lot more goes into the fight. But do you, like, in a fight like that, do you feel like you got it all out of your system, or do you feel like you're fresh and you can go next weekend?
You know, the thing is, I thought about it because I told my coaches, I'm like, this is kind of weird because normally, you get punched at least once in the face. You take at least one good shot, but I didn't take one good shot. So that was weird. But I feel good. I'm happy. I cannot complain. I'm sorry.
Have you watched the fight again?
Yeah, I've watched it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so I'm sure you've watched it maybe a couple times.
Yeah. The 16 seconds I watched a couple times. Yes, absolutely.
How do you feel about the stoppage now?
I still feel the same. I understand that people might say it might be, it could have been maybe a little bit early. I completely understand. But at the same time, I honestly believed I absolutely rocked her with the punch. And if Herb wasn't going to jump in, I was going to jump on top of her and finish the fight right then and there. So, and at the same time, I think Aspen is very young. I have absolute utmost respect for her, and she's young. She still has a long career ahead of her. So why take more damage than necessary?
When you were preparing for the fight, when you were envisioning the fight, did you think that an opening would present itself that early in the fight, or were you surprised it happened so quickly?
You're always surprised. When you dream about the fight, when you go to sleep, you'd be like, I throw 1-2 punch and then the fight is over in a dream scenario. But this I'm also very realistic, Ariel. I mean, this is probably the one and only time in my career this is gonna happen. I mean, it landed clean. She dropped her left hand, and I landed. I stepped a little bit towards her right side when I landed the right hand, and it landed flush. If it's, I cannot say it's a lucky punch because like I said in interviews before the fight, I will throw everything like I want to finish the fight, and I did.
It drives me nuts when people say it's a lucky punch. Like, if I punch someone, that's a lucky punch. You're a trained fighter. You've been doing this for decades. How could it be a lucky punch? That's what you're trying to do. So that just drives me nuts.
Yeah,
You've been doing this for a long time in MMA now, but also in kickboxing. You were undefeated as a kickboxer, I think 37-0 off the top of my head. Was that the quickest?
46.
36, excuse me. Was that
46.
46? Oh my gosh. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
No
46
worries.
0. Was that the quickest fight of your entire career, MMA or kickboxing?
Absolutely.
Really? Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I had a few short finishes, but not this short. Absolutely not.
That is incredible. And so you have this situation. Like, to me, the unfortunate part about this is that was a great performance over an undefeated fighter, a very tough fighter, a rising star in this sport. And again, the narrative going into this fight was, Germaine, is out of the storm and she's moving on from what happened in 2017. And again, it feels like you can't get the credit that you deserve. You can't get the respect because of the controversial call. Do you see it that way? Does that bother you?
It doesn't bother me at all anymore. I said it before in interviews. There are fighters that did that they had their fair share in things that happened in their careers, and they are forgiven. And I got a life sentence, and I'm okay with it. It is what it is. I can't reverse it anymore. The only thing I can do is move on and keep doing what I do, and I love what I do, and I got a lot of positive reactions. I got a lot of positive love. So I like to focus on the positive, not on the negative.
And I fully respect that. But when you say life sentence, it gives me like chills down my spine. People who have tested positive for steroids, they don't even get life sentences. Why do you deserve a life sentence? Why is that okay? Why should we accept that?
I don't know. That's a question I cannot answer. I wish I had the answer. I don't understand it either, because it's also not a message I want to give to the people. I'm, like I said, I'm a very positive spirit, and I just want to share my love for MMA. And I wish at some point, people could forgive me, but if they can't, it's up to them. I don't have to live with hate. I don't live with hate, and it is what it is.
What would you like them to forgive you for?
They don't have to forgive me. They don't have to forgive me, and not at all. I wish at some point, we could just move on. Like now, it's the never-ending story. I'm so much more than the Holly Holm fight. I got so much more to offer.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's up to me also a part. I keep just doing what I love to do, and just like Saturday, I love what I do, and you can't take away my smile.
Well,
So, and I'm still here. I'm still doing what I love to do. I won't quit. You can't make me quit. Nobody can.
and I hope you don't quit. And you have a great smile, and you're such a nice person that I hope people are able to see that about you. And I view this path that you're on. That's why I hope that you don't accept the life sentence, because this could be what a story will be. You get the title shot, you could avenge your only loss in the UFC against Amanda Nunes. I mean, this could. Do you view this as the potential way to erase all of that? If you can get this opportunity and fight for the belt and win the title and be a champion at 145, 135, maybe then people will get over this.
And even if they don't get over it, it's okay, Ariel.
All right.
I would love it's for me. It would be a big honor to fight Amanda. She's a great, great champion. I absolutely respect her. So to answer Chael Sonnen, because I know he posted a video. Yes, Chael, if the UFC gives me a shot at Amanda Nunes, I will take it. I will
Ah.
take it. Just to answer that question for
Okay,
him.
I'm happy that you did. And I'm curious. Okay, going back to Aspen, did you see the footage of her on the scale the day before the fight?
Yes.
What did you
No,
think?
not before the fight. They showed me after we fought.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so you didn't see it. Well, what did you think when you saw it, even after the fact? Should she have fought, in your opinion?
To be honest, that's not up to me.
Okay.
It's not up to me to decide. Um, if she would have called and said, "Hey, Germaine," or her team, "Hey, I have a hard weight cut. I have a hard time this time. I can't make the weight." I'll be like, "No problem. You know, come in heavy. We're still gonna fight. We're the main event. We're gonna fight." For me, the most important thing that Aspen is healthy. She is young. Weight cutting is just it's not good, It's always hard. But for me the most important thing that she is healthy. She should not suffer. Not Friday, not anytime in the future anymore, I mean, I hope for her that maybe she can find another way to cut the weight down and make it a little bit easier on her, because there's no fighter that should go through that.
When you see that after the fact, though, does that, for me, again, someone who doesn't go through this, I say, this is scary. This person shouldn't be fighting. When you see it, does it seem a little more common to you? You know what goes on. You know how scary weight cutting can be. You know the horror stories and all that. Does it seem somewhat alarming when you see a person shivering, shaking up on the scale?
Of course, of course, of course, you're concerned. And I'm not concerned about the fight being canceled. I'm absolutely concerned about her health. But if she says she's okay and the doctors approve that she's okay, I'm going to assume she's okay. And
Mhm.
I could only hope that the people surrounding her make the right decision for her and be honest that she is really okay. Fighting is cool. I love fighting, but it's not worth jeopardizing your life or your health at any time.
I saw a couple of theories thrown out after the fight. I wanted to get your take on them. Herb Dean doesn't do a lot of interviews these days, so I'm asking you to sort of answer for him. And if that's uncomfortable, I understand. But I'm wondering, do you think he stepped in because of how she looked on the scale? Did that thought cross your mind? Stepped in a
No,
little? No? Okay. What about
no.
this theory? I've seen people say referees have a tendency, whether it's subliminally or not, to step in a little earlier when it's a female fight. Do you think there's something to that? Have you noticed that as well?
No, no.
Okay.
I remember the Rosie Sexton fight where she got beat up. I think it was by Jessica Andrade. It's been a very long time ago.
Yeah.
She took a very, very bad punishment for 3 rounds. No, I don't think they step in faster. No. What I didn't notice is The moment I hit her, there was a second of hesitation before I landed the second shot. I knew her. I saw her on the side of my eye. I saw her looking at her the whole time, and she was at that point. It looked like she was looking around, like, okay, what's going on? And I think he stepped in because at that moment it was a second that she didn't respond properly. I think he responded on her. It's his job to protect the fighter if we can't protect ourselves anymore.
Now, this is the
I think
question. Oh, go ahead, please.
so. I think he does what he thinks at that moment is best. And why take more? I understand the audience want to see blood, they want to see a bad knockout, but why take more damage than necessary? We're talking about serious brain damage. We're landing very heavy shots on each other to finish a person. Look at Jorge Masvidal versus
Ben Askren.
Ben Askren. Thank you. Sorry. I mean, those last two shots.
Yeah.
You know, I understand he keeps going to fight until the referee pulls him off, but it's we don't need to do more damage. It's not only the damage we do in the fight, it's the damage we do in training camp.
Sure.
We almost take shots every day at our head. I'm not saying that everybody's sparring every day, but if you shoot on somebody or your head hits a hip or somebody's sprawling on you, or you shoot and you hit your head against the wall or a cage wall, we take shots to the head every single day. Why take more damage than necessary?
Yeah, and honestly, I hate the fact that you even have to answer these questions. You didn't decide to stop the fight. You were just going out and doing your job. And so, for the most part, these questions should be asked to Herb Dean. One thing I would love to ask you, though, is because I've been wondering about this ever since Saturday night. Right after the fight, I've never seen this before. You were on the phone. You were talking to someone in the cage. Who are you? There you are, right over there. Who could you possibly be talking to in that moment?
Who do you think? If you now, I'm going to ask you the first question. I'll answer it. But who do you think I was calling?
Okay, I'm going to guess the only person that I would want to talk to in that moment, my mom.
Amen. You're right on the dot. Yeah, you know what the thing was? The fight went so fast, and my mom, she's always so nervous, right? And I don't want to see me fight in MMA. So the picture you're showing now is me looking very serious, but it wasn't a
Yes.
serious phone call. Hold on. It wasn't serious. I'm just telling her, Mom, I'm okay. It went a little fast. I'm okay. So I always tell my friends and family and close ones, don't call my mom. No matter the outcome of the fight, I will call her. I will tell her I'm okay. You
Wow.
know, and I talk to my team. I'm like, does somebody have a phone? Give me the phone. Let me call her right now. I was so happy. I'm
That's
not gonna
amazing.
lie. I really wanted, for me personally, I just wanted to have a good finish and be the Iron Lady again. And she's my hero. Without her, I wouldn't be the woman that I am today. I'm honestly, Ariel, for 20 years, this woman took so much in my fighting career. She makes my food every day. She does my laundry. She helps me through everything. When I make life hard, she makes life easy for me. We all as fighters, we make it hard sometimes for ourselves. She's always the one that makes it easy for me. She's always the one that believes in me. She's always the one that stood by my side no matter what. I've seen people come, I've seen people go. And she's always been there for me. And I know it's so hard for her to see me fight MMA. And I just want to tell her, Mom, I'm okay. And then, you know what the first thing is she said to me?
No.
How is Aspen doing? Is
Oh,
she okay?
wow. What a lady.
It's the first thing she says. Is she okay? I'm like, yeah, Mom, she's okay. She's awake. She'd be like, okay, good. I'll talk to you later.
Wow. So she's not watching live. She's waiting for someone to call her.
She's waiting for my phone call.
Wow. That is amazing. Is that the first time you actually called her in the cage or ring?
Yeah.
Well,
Normally I call her when I'm at the doctor.
yeah.
So on my team has always have my phone ready for me to call her. And now we were just standing here and we had to wait, right? It took a few minutes and we had to wait. So I'm like, give me the phone. Let me call my mom.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
so happy at the same time, because yeah.
That was
She knew
incredible.
she knew tonight that I wanted to make a statement. So
Yeah.
it was yeah.
That's a moment both of you will never forget. That's great stuff.
No.
By the way,
So when I walked out,
yeah?
I also said in the camera, "I love you, Mom." So just when I was about to walk out, I hit my chest and said, "I love you, Mom." But I said it in Dutch.
I love it. I see a "You Did It" sign behind you. Who put that up?
Oh, my friends did it. My friend, they watched at my place,
Yeah?
so they did it, and they left a bottle of champagne when I just got home.
Oh, that's great. You have great friends and a great mom. Do you,
Yeah, I do.
do you want Amanda Nunes next?
You know, the thing is, I would love to have her next. So don't get me wrong, I would love to have her next. But I've heard Amanda wants to defend her 145 title first. And I have not been that active. So I'm like, if she's going to defend her 45 belt first, I want to stay active. I don't want to wait. Then I want to fight in between. If she says, no, I'm not, I want to fight Germaine first, I'm ready to go.
Okay, but you have fought at 145. You're a former 145 champ. You could just meet her up there. Or
We could.
You prefer 135?
Absolutely, sir.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Is there any part of you that's worried that because of what happened in the past, they won't give you a title shot, or do you think they have forgotten about it? Most important, forget about the fans for now. UFC has forgotten about it.
You know, the funniest thing, Ariel, is I don't care.
Okay.
Because, even if I have to fight a few more times, I'll fight a few more times. I just love to fight. Like I said, the UFC is going to New Zealand. I love to travel. I would love to go to New Zealand. So if I have to wait, or the UFC is not going to give me a title shot, I'm okay. Well, let me go on a freaking nice trip to New Zealand. I mean, the people are great. I have some amazing fans from New Zealand. I would love to go there.
Yeah. All right. So you're in a good spot. You're laissez-faire.
Yeah.
You're happy. No problems.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
I can see it on your face. It's great to see. I know you've been through a lot.
Thank you.
And you certainly deserve it. Now, are we still going to work as a police woman? Are you still doing that job?
Yes, sir. I got to go to work tomorrow.
Tomorrow, no break, no vacation?
Yeah. No break, no vacation. This
Unbelievable.
was my break. They gave me a break to go on. I took my holiday days to go to Sacramento and fight.
Wow. Immediately after a fight, especially one where you're fighting in the main event, do you find people notice you on the street? Like they're like, wait a second, you're the person who was just you. Does that happen a lot?
Yeah, because they also did they showed my fight live on TV.
Okay.
And they did a huge item on the news
Okay.
about me. So it was a big thing. So probably people will recognize me. And there's a famous singer. I always walk out on his song. And yesterday he said on TV he's gonna make a new walkout song for me. So
Wow.
he's gonna make a special song for me to walk out to next. He says, "You deserve it. So it's time. You're going to get your own walkout song."
That is amazing. Well, keep doing you, Germaine. I'm very happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done on Saturday. What a punch that was. What a performance. And I'm curious what's next for you. I like this
Me
new Germaine.
too.
This is great. I love it. Screw everyone.
Thank
Do
you,
your thing.
Sid. Thank you so much, Ariel. I truly appreciate it, man. I thank you. I truly appreciate it.
No problem. My pleasure. Enjoy the victory.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Hello, everyone. It's Ariel Helwani. I just came here to thank you for watching our ESPN YouTube channel. It's the best. You know what else is the best? The ESPN app. You can get highlights, analysis, all that stuff and more. And if you want premium content and live streaming sports, there's only one place for all of that. It's ESPN Plus.